5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll it.
The spotlight is on South Asia ahead of the U.S. and North Korea summit. What President Trump hopes to accomplish during the historic meeting.
White.
And a flash flood watch is in effect for the entire
Stand by, Stephanie, serve 50.
Through Monday morning. Your forecast is coming up.
And what? Thank you.
And it's the 48th annual Summer Games.
Stand by, server and Y. Server side and Y. Coming for the open. And roll take. Stand by, Nats full and X. Nats full and X.
All local, all morning.
And what? Out Q, Triple Crown winner.
And no, he's just immortal. Justify is the 13th Triple Crown winner.
Justify enters the history books after the 150th running of the Belmont Stakes in New York. Justify held off 9 other horses, the first Triple Crown winner at the
tilt down on Don.
to face that many in the field. We'll have much more on Justify's historic win a little bit later on in Sports Unlimited.
And you can
take 7:01 this Sunday, June 10th. Good morning, everyone. Let's head over to Don Brown.
Take boxes.
Talk about our Sunday weather, and
stand
by
like
it's going to be a repeat of yesterday, Don.
Take
a little bit more rain today expected. And
all right, coming out of this, we're going to have Shelly, Cam 2, OTS.
And that's the concern for this Sunday afternoon as we can look at this huge
Shelly,
backdrop
Cam
of
2,
heavy rainfall
OTS,
over
VO,
Pennsylvania.
BNY. We'll have a
Front is
Satin
going to continue to slide to the south and basically remain stagnant over the area. You can see a little bit of rain up in Cecil County right now on this Sunday morning, stretching from Rising Sun along I-95. It's very light rain, but of course it could lead to lower visibilities. We have a flash flood watch in effect through this afternoon through 5 a.m. tomorrow.
30 seconds.
It actually isn't in effect until this afternoon, but it's because of the concern for the rainfall coming in. Also, the Storm Prediction Center giving us that slight risk for severe weather once again for this Sunday. And we had it yesterday, and a lot of lightning going on yesterday. 70 degrees at the airport currently, winds out of the east-southeast at 7. And we're looking at temperatures on the mild side in the 60s and 70s, similar to yesterday, although a little bit cooler.
All right, stand by, wrap her up.
We're mainly going to be in the 70s with extra cloud cover, and of course that front moving through. Thunderstorms this afternoon. We'll have more.
There you go, Cam 2 OTS.
Coming up, Shelly.
Q Shelly.
All right, thank you, Don. 2 children
stand by Y, V on
are in serious
Y.
condition this morning after being
Patterson
struck
Park.
by lightning in Patterson Park.
Take
Fire officials tell us a 39-year-old man, 7-year-old girl, and 4-year-old boy were at the tennis courts near Linwood and Pratt Street when they were struck. This happened around 3:45 yesterday afternoon. All 3 were rushed to Johns Hopkins
They both
Hospital.
say struck, but one's by lightning, one's by car. Stand by Z.
People can go into cardiac arrest from lightning strike. However, I do not think these people were in cardiac arrest at that time. However, they were deemed in serious condition. Our paramedics that arrived on the scene do an outstanding job with these type of situations.
They react tremendously.
It's not something that we have on a everyday basis, but when it does happen, they react tremendously.
Fire officials want to remind everyone if you
by
are
X.
outside during the storm, seek
burst.
shelter immediately and do
Ocean
not use your
City.
cell phone until you are inside.
Burst tees and roll.
Meanwhile, yesterday's rain caused flooding all across the
Stand by
state.
Y,
This
Rosedale
is video
burst.
sent into us by Gene. It was taken at 133rd Street in Ocean City. You can see just how much rain they were dealing with on the eastern shore.
Rolling Y, wipe.
And this next video was sent to us by Sam from Rosedale. The water moving fast
Stand by Z,
enough
Parkville.
there to be flowing over the sidewalk.
Rolling Z, wipe.
Chris also sent us a video of the scene in Parkville. You can see and
Stand
hear
by C,
heavy
burst
rain
tees,
falling from the severe
Chiron
storm.
and Amish.
Of course, we'd always like to see your pictures and your videos.
All right,
just open up your
that
545
collapse.
News app.
Get ready,
You can
just
click
change
Send,
C.
Send it. We could show it live in the newscast.
Change.
10 people were transported to the hospital after a
You got
deck
weather app
collapsed
after
in
this.
Anne
Get ready
Arundel
to change
County.
C again.
Police say as many as 20 people were on the deck behind a home on Laurel Drive. That collapse happened around 5:30 yesterday afternoon. There's no word on the extent of the injuries, and it's not clear if weather had anything to do with the collapse.
Change C.
You can access the latest information when
Stand by
severe weather
C,
hits
political
right on your
news.
cell phone. Download
Animation
Fox
coming up.
45
Should be on
weather
Cam
app.
2
Just
straight
search
up.
for WBFF in your app store.
Roll C. Stand by Cam
In
2.
political news, North Korean
And
leader Kim
Zog.
Jong-un has arrived
PUX.
in Singapore ahead of
No
a
super.
historic summit with President Trump.
Oh, wait.
Kim was first
I'll
greeted
take.
by Singapore's Minister of Foreign Affairs before traveling by motorcade to the St. Regis Hotel. He also just met with the Singapore Prime Minister.
Okay, stand by Cam 2.
President
Again,
Trump
take 2.
also on his way to Singapore
Stand by
for the
package
upcoming summit.
and Y.
For the first time in history, the leaders of the United States and North Korea will
That's
be
just a VO.
face-to-face across the same table. Fox News correspondent Lauren Blanchard reports from Singapore, where final preparations are underway for Tuesday's summit.
Stand by packaging wide. Take.
A one-time shot, a mission of peace. Those are just some of the ways President Trump is describing Tuesday's meeting with the North Korean
Alright, you only super I see is Lauren.
It's a great opportunity.
She might show up in the bottom of the package again.
And lasting peace and prosperity.
President Donald Trump acknowledging the magnitude of what's about to happen. In 2 days, he'll become the first sitting American president to meet his North Korean counterpart face to face. It's a historic meeting with an even more unprecedented goal, getting the regime to abandon the country's nuclear projects. President Trump believes Kim Jong-un could be the one to extend the discussions.
We won't have that opportunity again. It's never going to be there again. So I really believe that he's going to do something very positive for his people.
Early on, administration officials stressed
Alright,
the
out of this package, we're going to have Z, VO, Z, VO.
Back on promises to end their nuclear ambitions.
You got 45 seconds left in the package.
President Mike Pence, speaking to a faith conference in Washington Saturday night, points out this North Korean regime has already made several acts of good faith.
North Korea participated in the Olympics. North Korea suspended all nuclear and ballistic missile testing, and with no concessions from the United States, North Korea released 3 American
20 seconds.
Security already tight-coated both President Trump and Kim Jong-un arriving well ahead of their scheduled summit. Now all eyes are on Singapore with that face-to-face meeting in less than 36 hours. In Singapore,
Stand by Z.
Fox News.
And wipe.
Before President Trump boarded a plane to make his way to
G7
Singapore
summit.
for the summit, he met with leaders at the G7
Stand by
summit.
X, side only. You got 3 sides in this.
Criticizing
Sides
U.S.
only.
allies, saying the time of other nations taking unfair advantage of trade policy is over. The president's comments now have several major U.S. trade partners like
3
Canada,
sides in this,
Germany,
only
and
1
France
super.
preparing for a potential trade war.
Rolling X, white.
It's going to change. I mean, it's not a question of, I hope it changes. It's going to change 100%. And tariffs are going to come way down because people cannot continue to do that. We're like the piggy bank that everybody's robbing, and that ends.
It would be with regret,
Okay,
but it would be with absolute certainty and firmness that we move forward.
There was a lot more shooting last night than we originally
on July
anticipated.
1st.
There were 4 shootings.
We got one more shot in this after
that.
To the
ones
one
that
the
had the
Americans
VO, 34th Street.
unjustly
The guy was
applied
just
to
taken
us.
to the hospital. He's
Canadians,
in stable condition. None of the
Stand by Y.
reasonable
Preview
so
Y.
will not be
still
pushed
have
around.
34th Street.
And rolling white.
Well, after leaving that summit, Trump tweeted from Air Force One.
Stand by C. Morning headlines to a Cam 2 OTS.
Saying the United States would no longer endorse the resolutions
Your
that
OTS
were
will
agreed
be
to by the leaders. They also
pedestrian's
took
truck.
aim at Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, calling him meek and mild, and
Stand by
accusing him
C.
of making false statements.
Roll C.
Yeah.
This morning,
Cam
his
2 OTS.
6-year-old is in critical condition.
So release.
Struck by a car
Stand
in
by
Brighton
C.
yesterday
Map and
afternoon.
C.
Police say the child
Change
was
C,
behind
tick,
parked
release.
cars and ran
Another
into the
OTS
road
is on the
behind
fringe.
near Hampshire Road. The driver remained at the scene and no charges have been
Just that
filed.
we
Change
now, I
OTS.
now know more
Baltimore State
information.
Police have identified the
He was
suspect
shot
who
and
they say
Stand
shot
by
a
Change
woman
C
in her
again.
face Friday morning in downtown.
Change.
This is who
Tick.
they're looking for. 23-year-old Demetrius Thompson.
Get ready to white to a VO and
is now
Z.
wanted for attempted murder. Police say
Oh,
Thompson
what?
shot the 22-year-old woman at Light and East Baltimore Street.
No super, no
she
super.
survived and was
Stand by
last
Change C
listed
again.
in stable condition at the hospital.
You got
Police
two-
believe
you're
that
gonna have two
shooting
full
could be
screens.
domestic related.
Take.
Frederick County Police have arrested 4 people for reportedly robbing a man in Frederick
You know
Friday
these guys?
afternoon. Harmon Pritchard, Juwan Favors,
Wow.
Robert Higgins, and Zachary Sullivan are all being charged with second-degree assault
Change.
and robbery. The victim told
Wow.
police he was in the area to buy
Stand by
marijuana
Amazon
from
News
local
update.
suspects. That's when the victim says the 4 suspects assaulted and robbed him of his wallet and cash.
Change. Amazon.
You can get Fox 45 News in a flash.
Stand by
through
C.
your mobile
Happening
website or
today to
Echo.
Cam 2.
We now deliver
I need a
local
1-to-1
headlines
box.
and your forecast in less than 2 minutes. If you have an Amazon device, just go to Amazon, click on Settings, then
Perfect.
Accounts. You can select Fox 45 Baltimore under the Flash Briefing option.
Roll C.
This
Stand by
morning,
Cam
the
2.
48th Annual Special
Golf.
Olympics
Stand
Summer
by boxes.
Games
1-to-1
continue
boxes.
in
Stephanie ready?
Towson.
Cool.
Our
Looks
Stephanie
like she
Woods
is.
is live at Towson University. She is
It's okay.
giving us
Just take
a
the boxes.
preview of today's
We'll
events.
deal
Good
for in a
morning,
second.
Steph.
Stand by. And take.
Good morning, Shelly.
All right, her
Yeah,
video does not have any cues. I'm just going to put some guesswork.
And volunteers are just getting on
so it
the
doesn't have any
scene here.
cues.
Hi guys, good morning.
Also, we need live on
setting
that
up
super right there.
for the Summer Games. As you mentioned, this is nearly the 50th year of this event. It's the biggest statewide event for Special Olympics Maryland. We're going to give you a look at everyone setting up right now. Now, the games kick off at 9 o'clock today. They're going to run until 2 this afternoon.
Rich, get ready to change your super.
A lot of activities going on today. There are 5 different Olympic caliber activities that the athletes participate in, from track, high jump, long jump, all the field athletics, bocce, cheerleading, softball, and swimming. Although I hate to mention, softball has been canceled for today due to the weather. They are expecting some rain and thunderstorms later on today. But this is close to 1,500 athletes participate and their families participate in the Special Olympics Maryland. Again, this is the biggest statewide competition for Special Olympics Maryland. That is the Summer Games being held all this weekend and concluding today. Now, one thing that they want to mention is that this is free all year. Special Olympics Maryland, not just today, but all year. The athletes train and compete for these events, and it is free of charge through Special Olympics Maryland. So coming up in the next half hour, we're going to talk to some hardworking people who are making this all possible. For now, I'll send back over to you.
Stand by tees, extra done. Roll it.
Well, caught on camera, see how a cop
Set up
goes
Don,
above and
me too.
beyond the call of duty to make sure that an elderly man is safe while crossing the street.
And wait.
Another day with heavy rainfall and where it's going to hit in your hour by hour.
Okay, we're going to get that mic checked out there. Stand by master, 7-6 phase. 4, 3, 2, 1, and take it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Music. And my cue.
7:13, Sunday, June 10th, and good morning, everyone. Looking live in Towson, there a bit of a gray start to our morning. Looks like some fog. And we unfortunately are still talking about more wet weather today. Meteorologist Dawn Brown is here. She has our Sunday forecast. Good morning.
Yes, it is going to be another day where we're concerned with localized flooding. We have a little bit of shower activity up north, right near the Maryland-Delaware line, up north of Cecil County.
Keep a hand on that camera. It looks like you're just drifting on you.
Huge concern on this Sunday morning. Temperatures, it feels a little better outside today than it did yesterday morning. The temperature is 70 degrees at the airport. Temperatures are the same, a little bit.
We'll have card on camera and see.
A little less humid. I think that rainfall
VO
kind of helping out a little bit. Winds out of the east-southeast at 7 miles an hour. Temperatures are on the mild side. We're at 69 in Cockeysville, 68 in Bel Air, 72 in Baltimore, 73 in Annapolis, 70 in Stevensville. We do still have a slight risk for severe weather today.
We're just going to have C animation to a VO next.
There is a concern for flash flooding. We have a flash flood watch. That means localized heavy rainfall is the huge concern this afternoon through Monday morning. It's going to be cooler today, and then the rain continues on Monday. So what happened is a front moved through. That's what happened yesterday. Along that front, because of the warm and humid air mass, we had some thunderstorms develop. The front drapes all across the upper Midwest. They've had severe weather across portions of Illinois. Well, that front kind of sits over us today, and with that, with all the moisture that we've been seeing, and then there's dry air to the north, well, the two air masses combining and localized heavy flooding is possible for portions of the Mid-Atlantic, for our region down to Virginia and the Carolinas. So here's how the forecast planner shows it. The computer model is saying, well, not a whole lot going on through noontime. And then this afternoon, maybe a few isolated showers develop. Not a whole lot showing up on our computer model, mainly to the south. And this is through 10 p.m. tonight. So we may luck out with just a few light showers. But then you can see overnight things really gear up. And Annapolis getting those heavy downpours. We saw that flooding in Ocean City yesterday, and we forecasted that to happen. So this model is doing a pretty good job. And then it looks like a really messy Monday morning commute with some heavy showers coming down, and it kind of lasts through midday Monday before finally to the south gets pushed to the south once again, and then we start to see some clearing as we go into Tuesday. And Tuesday looks really nice. I know you're looking forward to that, having a nice Tuesday. Taking a look at your forecast planner as far as the rainfall, it looks like most of the heavy rain again develops in Annapolis from Gaithersburg down toward Laurel and Annapolis overnight. That's where we might have the flooding concerns. and a third of an inch up in Cockeysville, half an inch in Westminster today. 77 afternoon storms develop. Again, we could see some scattered showers, so you do need that umbrella. 57 for tonight. Rain continues, and again, heavy at times. It looks like mainly
get ready to wrap her up. See animation is next.
Could be the problem area today. Temperatures in the 70s pretty much through Tuesday, drying out as we go into Wednesday, and then we're going to warm up those temperatures as we go into Wednesday as well. I don't think we're going to see that much rainfall on Tuesday. I think it's going to be maybe a little bit in the morning and then clearing out.
Oh my God.
That's a look at forecast now, Shelley.
All right,
Stand by X.
A cop goes above and beyond the line of duty in China, and it was all caught on
carries man across
Take a look.
the
An
street.
elderly man with 2 canes was slowly walking across the street in front of traffic. That's when a cop helps the man by lifting him onto his back and walking him across the avenue. The officer says that he helped the man because he did not want him to get hurt or hold up traffic.
Roll it.
An undocumented immigrant arrested after delivering pizza. Get some hopeful news. How an emergency state could buy him extra time in the U.S. And a plane hits 2 houses in a Florida neighborhood. Hear from one witness about what he heard and saw right before impact. You're watching Fox 45 Morning News Weekend.
My master, 7-6 fade. 4, 3, 2, 1, and take it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll C. And roll next wipe.
In national news, an undocumented immigrant from Ecuador was granted an emergency stay on Saturday after he was detained earlier this month as he tried to
Stand by wide. Plane hits house.
Pablo Villavicencio will remain in ICE custody, but will not be deported until at least July 20th. New York Governor Andrew Cuomo spoke out in support of Villavicencio, saying his detention, quote, goes against everything we believe in. The man's wife is a U.S. citizen, and they have 2 children born in the United States.
Stand by wide. Wipe.
There were some scary moments for residents in one Daytona Beach, Florida neighborhood. Authorities say a small plane hit 2 houses before crashing into a retention pond yesterday afternoon. Police say no one inside either home was hurt, but 2 people inside the plane were taken to a hospital for non-life-threatening injuries.
Wait, Anthony Scott first and then Dorcas. Wait, yeah, it's 2 sides. And rolling what?
It went.
This is Anthony Scott. Next one will be Dorcas.
Boom! Wow. Yeah, but I knew it was a small plane coming. I can hear it, and I knew exactly what was going on.
I see a flying object, so I'm completely shocked. I have no idea what it was, and this was only the second time I had witnessed a hailstorm. And so initially I'm thinking, whoa, this is hail coming down tremendously.
Much more than hail.
And then soon I realized, this is much more than hail.
Well,
Stand by
T's,
X to cam 1, T's, X to 1.
NTSB is investigating that incident.
Roll it.
The candidates vying to become the next county executive in Baltimore County face off in a final attempt to have their voices heard.
Stand by cam 1.
Each candidate hopes to accomplish if elected.
And we're going to wipe.
And celebrating the dad in your life. Some healthy ways you can help make Father's Day a memorable one. You're watching Fox 45 Morning News Weekend.
Stand by master, 7-6 fade. 4, 3, 2, 1, take it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Music. Fantasy baseball seems like a show. Irish down on 1.
Well, Father's Day is a week from today. The day is typically filled with gifts, cooking on the grill, golfing, and fishing. But if Dad has reached his fill of neckties, grilling tools, and golf tees, we've got a few new ideas for you. Mandy Katz, an in-store nutritionist at Giant, joins us this morning with how we can celebrate Dad in a healthy but fun way. Thank you for being with us this morning.
Thank you.
To get you started, when I say clear is when you'll be good to move after a shot.
I'm going to go with that.
Okay.
Stand by.
3 different ways, right?
3 different
ways. Go back to 1, you're clear.
Kids, let them make Dad a holiday gift, right? Like Father's Day thing, they love
that. Let them to work.
Looks like they're starting with the stuff to the left. Get the grill.
Right? So give him his own signature seasoning.
Pull out,
so
stand by.
What I did was pulled out things from the pantry.
Stand by and dissolve your hot. Rack your focus slowly down to what's below and tilt down slowly.
My dad likes a little spicy, so I actually did
dissolve back.
It's a little
You are clear.
Smoky, and then you put a little tag. Right, let him know that he's the king of the grill.
Yeah, get the thing with the tag.
Next, Dad is on the
king of the
golf
grill.
course, fishing. More likely he's commuting, right?
Stand by the nuts, Daddy.
And he wants a snack.
So don't make him grab something from the vending
Nuts.
machine.
Yep,
Make
get the
him
nuts.
something healthy like these nuts.
Zoom out a little bit and
I'm
get the
putting
nuts
this
about you with the
spice
nuts.
blend here, a little
Stand by,
spicy,
dissolve.
and it adds a little
You are hot.
Sweet instead of savory. You can go ahead and do something like a candy.
Of course.
And of course, a fun little bag lets Dad know you're nuts
They are
about
there
it.
because of
My
that.
kids are older,
All
so
right,
there's no way
dissolve
they're
back.
going to draw something.
2,
so I
you are
printed
clear.
these out. But if your kids love to draw, this is a great way for them to decorate the outside of the package.
Get them involved cooking and in crafts. I like
Right, and then condiments. Dads love condiments. I'm not thinking ketchup and mustard. I'm thinking pickles, right?
All right, pickles,
so
pickles.
pickling something at home is
Stand by.
super easy. I got these great little jars.
no.
I'm picking something
And
overnight.
stand by.
I have cucumbers
Dissolve,
and
you are
carrots.
hot.
We love jalapenos in my house. And again, top it off with
Jalapeno.
Dad's stash. You know, fun
Dad's
little thing on
stash.
top.
Okay,
I know,
cool.
you're creative.
All right, you can dissolve back. You are clear.
Okay, and then you said if you want to do a little bit more.
Right.
I'm guessing she's going for what's in the middle next.
Dad is going to come over and you're going to do some cooking, some sort of meal. We have a new line in China called Taste of Inspirations, and it's
So
simple ingredients.
on the
big
left of your
flavors.
screen have
And what I
those, and the
love
right of your
is
screen get
there's
those
over
taste
75
inspiration
items in the
things.
line.
So
But
pan to
they're
your right a
all
little bit, a
marinades
little bit
and
more, a little bit
sauces.
more.
So it's really
There you
gonna
go.
pump up
Zoom in
that
just a little
grilling
bit.
or whatever you're really going to make. One of my
There you
favorites
go.
is this salsa.
And you are hot.
You make a grilled fish or chicken, super fancy with this
Good
peach
shot,
mango
good
salsa.
shot.
Ooh, and of course dessert.
I know. I walked in and I just.
How much
that's
time left in
immediately
this
what I
interview,
smelled.
Marjorie?
Well, these two
What?
desserts
How much time
up
left
front,
in the interview?
single serve
I'm about to
sizing,
give
so we know they're nice and
in about
quick
10
and
seconds
easy to
it'll be
make.
30.
But
Okay, 30
they
seconds
also
coming up.
take
Dissolve
less
back. You are
than
clear
2
too.
minutes, and you smelled it. It smells
Yes,
delicious,
it's a
right?
chocolate cake and then a pineapple upside down.
Exactly.
It looks so tasty.
All right,
And
next will be the
last
stuff.
but not least, if Dad is still busy, you know,
Let's see,
he's
let's
that
listen.
weekend dad who's running around helping with sports events or even, you know,
Okay, Morgan
swimming meets.
Freeman.
You know, dads these days with the
Projects,
little ones,
to-do
they're
lists,
running
yep.
around. So we still want to make
I can't
it
tell
feel
if she's going to the
special, and
desserts
the
or
way
to
that
the
we
things
can
to
do
the
that is
right.
with these new
All right, go to the
HelloFresh
ones to the
kits we
right.
have in
Hello
the store.
Fresh.
So you're familiar with
They were just
HelloFresh,
on
right?
Danielle
All the
this morning, I
ingredients you
think.
need, super,
Stand by.
you know, fancy style.
And dissolve. You're
items,
hot
things you
too.
might not
We're
make
giving
at
her a
home,
wrap.
But now you can, and they're quick, easy, 30
pick it up
minutes
with
or
you.
less, right? And show Dad
Makes
that
your
you
grocery
are.
Alright,
shopping
Ian's
easier.
all
You said
back.
they range from vegetarian is
2,
how
you are
much?
clear.
So $14.99 for the vegetarian
Okay.
options,
Get the gas.
$19.99 if you're going
Focus
to
on
go
her.
fancy steak. So
Pull
whatever
out.
your preference is,
Stand
we're
by
going to
2.
find something for you.
You are. You got us covered. Thank you so much, baby.
Thank you.
All right, go
Thank
back.
you.
Your T's is X. Just X.
Well, next,
Roll
a
it.
baby who was awarded a college scholarship at birth is now old enough to put the
D4
prize
is
to
dead.
good use,
Stand by black.
where the now high school graduate plans to continue his education. You're watching Fox 45 Morning News Weekend.
Stand by master. 7-6 fade. 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it.